Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Nah, just kidding, the channel just born today. Today I will be doing something interesting. Basically, I will be analyzing room space using environmental physics. Ever wondered why some rooms feel hotter than others, or why certain spaces just don't seem to get enough airflow? Well, today I will be focusing on my room and the public bathroom in KK1. We will see how this room responds to heat, airflow, humidity, and brightness. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's start with my room in KK1. My room is on the second floor of a 4-story building. Not the hottest floor, but you still can feel warm. The higher you go, the hotter it gets. The sun hits the top part of the building and that heat travels down by heat conduction. Next, before looking at the design, we look at the material. The main material of this room is 15 cm of reinforced concrete. Concrete has high thermal mass, it absorbs the heat during the day and releases it at night. That's why rooms may feel hotter in the evening but cooler in the morning. Also, my room heats up due to solar radiation, meaning that when sunlight enters through my windows, it increases the temperature inside. And here's something interesting. Glass traps heat. If I close my windows during the day, the heat stays inside, creating a mini greenhouse effect. So to keep things cool, I need to open my windows for ventilation. The 2850mm ceiling height also plays a role. Since hot air rises, higher ceilings help distribute heat better, making the space feel cooler. Plus, there are some facades or openings at the top of the ceiling. We call it the awning windows, which help hot air to escape, and the cool air can enter through the door and window to replace the hot air inside. And there's a pressure difference when the hot air escapes the room. It's almost same as the concept of land breeze and sea breeze, but at this time we call it stack effect. The air will always flow from the high pressure area to the low pressure area. The ceiling fan helps move the air, but it doesn't make the room colder. It only makes my skin feel cooler because of the wind. Many students here use table fans too that tell us that the airflow in the room isn't really good. Air needs to move in and out, so when the hot air rises and leaves from the top openings, cooler air from the outside will come in. So it's like how wind moves between the sea and the land, but if I keep the window closed, the air inside stays trapped and the room feels heavy and hard to breathe in. So now we move on to the humidity. Humidity means the amount of water in the air. So if it went too high, it feels sticky, and if it's too low, the air feels dry. And the best is between the 40 to 60%, but in my room, it often goes higher. The data shows that the humidity level is 80% and above in the morning and the night, and only during the afternoon it drops to 63%. When I don't open the window, the moisture builds up. So for the students or the residents in KK1, it is advisable to always open the window for better ventilations and optimum humidity level. Although the windows are facing the north and there are no direct sunlight goes into the room, but my room gets a lot of sunlight during the day. That's good for saving energy, but too much of sun makes the room hotter. When the weather is cloudy, we have to open the ceiling light for better vision. Luckily, my walls are lightly painted that helps to reflect the light and heat. And now we move to the KK1 bathroom. So compared to my dorm room, the bathroom actually feels cooler during the day. That's probably because it's more shaded, the sun doesn't directly hit it as much. The thick walls work like a defensive wall through the heat, kind of like the dorm, slowing down the heat from the outside. And here's the thing, the bathroom tiles also store heat during the day, since they've got thermal mass too. The problem is that they don't really block the heat, so by night they start giving off that stored warmth again. So it doesn't get hot, but it stays kind of warm and stuffy. Now we talk about airflow. There are some awning windows up near the ceiling, and yeah, they let in some daylight, but air? No. I mean, the openings of the window are quite small and it just can allow some of the hot air to escape. And there's no exhaust fan either. The air just stays trapped inside. No circulation at all. Humidity is the worst part. The bathroom always feels more humid than the dorm room. Every time someone showers, the moist air builds up. With the windows shut and no exhaust fan to pull out the moist air, it all gets stuck inside. Even though the temperature is kind of similar to the dorm, the bathroom feels worse, like the air is wet. That's because of the vapor pressure that just keeps hanging around. And yeah, finally, the lighting. Luckily, during the day it's actually fine. The sunlight coming through those little windows give enough brightness to shower without any problem.